Best Friends. I'm Tabby.
And I'm Caitlin, and today we are doing another, like for the second time on this podcast, Emily Henry shout out because there's more to discuss, okay? Her,
It's not going to
like,
be our last one either, I'm sure of it.
no, and I won't apologize for that. But I just wanted to start with a couple like general things. Like, first of all, she has a newsletter, and if you're not signed up for it, you should be because she sends out updates and notifies her fans of any special editions and exclusive versions of her books.
Yeah.
Like, for example, the other day she sent out a link to pre-order a signed copy of Funny Story, and those will be limited in quantity because obviously she can only sign so many.
And obviously,
So
we both got ours already.
I immediately clicked the link. It was like 8 a.m. and I was like, oh my God.
Take my money. Thank
Um,
you.
so yeah, keep that in mind. Sign up for her newsletter. But she also in her newsletter said she's working on another new book to have out sometime in 2025.
Besides
Besides Funny Story,
Funny
yeah.
Story, oh
Yes.
my gosh, she's
Crazy.
cranking them out.
Putting in work. And apparently she had like some health issues lately that she
Oh,
like was going to delay her. So she's really working hard for us.
she needs to
She said
take
she's
it.
fine.
Okay, I was like, she should take a break if she needs it.
Yeah, Emily, please don't hurt yourself.
Yeah, not for
Um,
us.
a couple other things. Happy Place will be available in paperback on July 3rd of this year. And then a deluxe version of Beach Read will be available on October 1st. And it's like a hardback book, but it has like
Mhm.
sprayed edges that look like a sunset.
Oh,
And it has her like already existing bonus chapter called Layover. It'll have that at the end of the
which
book.
is so good.
It
The
is.
bonus chapter is
Yeah.
so cute.
And you all can
Um,
read that for free on her website if you haven't already.
Did they ever come out with like a paperback for no, Happy Place? You said Happy Place. It
Happy
comes out.
Place, yes.
Okay. I
That'll
thought
be
you meant
July
for
3rd.
the new book. I was like, well, that's great because Happy Place never got one.
Oh no, it'll be coming out, yeah, this year, but I already own it in hardback. So
I haven't bought it because I want them all to match.
I know I should have waited. I
Well,
will.
good. That's nice to know my suffering will come to an end.
Yeah, very shortly.
So Funny Story comes out April 23rd of this year. That is available for pre-order now. If you haven't done it already, what are you waiting for?
Yeah.
It's been available
Oh,
forever.
and right now Goodreads has a giveaway going for a funny story through March
I
15th.
love when they do that. I never win them, but
I
I
never win them
always
either, but I love it.
I always sign up for them.
So also just really quickly, I did want to read the back of the book from Goodreads just to give us a little taste of what's to come. Daphne always loved the way that her fiance Peter told their story, how they met on a blustery day, fell in love over an errant hat, and moved back to his lakeside hometown to begin their life together. He was really good at telling it, right up until the moment he realized he was actually in love with his childhood best friend Petra. Oh my God, it's
Oh man, it's
another
coming
one.
full circle.
Which is how Daphne begins her new story. Stranded in beautiful Waning Bay, Michigan, without friends or family, but with a dream job as a children's librarian that barely pays the bills, and proposing to be roommates with the only person who could possibly understand her predicament, Petra's ex, Miles Nowak. Nowak? I don't know how to say that. Scruffy and chaotic with a penchant for taking solace in the sounds of heartbreak love ballads, Miles is exactly the opposite of practical, buttoned-up Daphne, whose coworkers know so little about her they have a running bet that she's either FBI or in witness protection.
Oh my gosh.
The roommates mainly avoid one another until one day, while drowning their sorrows, they form a tenuous friendship and a plan. If said plan also involves posting deliberately misleading photos of their summer adventures together, well, who could blame them? But it's all just for show, of course, because there's no way Daphne would actually start her new chapter by falling in love with her ex-fiance's new fiance's ex, right?
Oh, it's gonna be so good.
I'm
Someone
already
got like
giggling.
a pre-copy of it and like I've already finished it and they were like posting on TikTok. They were like, "Oh, all the things you should be looking forward to in this book." I'm like, "Shut up."
Yeah, I
Like
don't
it's
want to hear
not
about it right
fair,
now.
first
I
of
don't
all,
want to hear
but
about it. I want an advanced reader's copy.
like it must be nice to be God's favorite.
But I am just like really excited for this one in general. I think Emily's books are all hilarious, but the premise of this one, it just seems like it's setting it up to be even funnier. A lot of people have said like Miles is very Nick Miller coded,
Oh,
and
that's so exciting.
I love that concept. I just know this one's gonna hit different.
So yeah, movie adaptations coming out here. She has three. So the first one's People We Meet on Vacation. Production company is going to be Temple Hill Entertainment with the director Brett Haley, who's done Heartbeats Loud, All the Bright Places, The Hero, and All Together Now. They do not have any casting information yet, which I kind of hope they don't announce it ahead of time because I feel like it gives people too much room to like pick it apart.
Yeah, I want to be a little surprised. There's not
Well,
casting info for any of them yet, so
mm, that's okay because we
it
did it for you.
oh yeah, we did make a fan cast, but Beach Read, the production company is going to be 20th Century Studios, and the director is going to be Yulin Kwong, who also adapted The People We Meet on Vacation book into a screenplay.
Oh,
So
okay.
she's also involved in that movie as well.
Nice. And then the last one is going to be Book Lovers, which I think is my most anticipated one out of
Mm-hmm.
any of them. So production company is going to be Tango, script written by Sarah Hayward, which I've
Yeah,
not heard of her. So
I haven't either. And well, to be honest, I haven't really heard of any of these people because I'm not really a big like movie person.
yeah.
But as far as I know, the director has not been announced for that one yet.
Okay. I think they're
Yeah,
going to be amazing, but I'm also always a little scared when they do movie adaptations because like a lot could go wrong.
I
And
know.
I think just with like the Colleen Hoover movie that's coming out too, like obviously they butchered that one.
Yeah, that one
So,
has people upset.
and that hasn't even come out yet and people already hate it.
Yeah, honestly, they kind of dropped the ball on that.
The
But
casting was horrific, but
yeah,
that's
but
okay
I
because
hope
Emily
that
Henry's not going to let that happen.
no, she would never. I hope that the casting's perfect, but we actually did a little fan cast for each of these movies where we just cast the leading roles for each. So
Because
literally
there's too
that's
many
all.
side characters.
But yeah, we're gonna share those with you now. So we're gonna start with people we meet on vacation. And for Poppy, I cast Catherine Newton.
Oh,
So Catherine is 27 years old. She plays the daughter in the Ant-Man movies. First of all, I don't know if you've seen those, but also there's this new movie called Lisa Frankenstein that's in theaters right now. I haven't seen it, but I've seen the trailer. It looks very fun. And she plays the lead role in that.
nice. I have seen trailers for that and it looks super good.
Yeah. And I just think she has like the look, the poppy look. Like she's like obviously she's gorgeous. She's got like the
Yeah.
like a little bit like messy hair, but like
She
in
looks
like
like
a
fun.
fun way. Yeah, like she
Yeah,
literally just looks fun and yeah, she's cute. And then for
she's cute.
Alex, I cast Brenton Thwaites, who is an Australian actor. He's 34. He plays Prince Philip in Maleficent and Henry in Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Man's Curse
As a youth.
as a youth. No, he's like I mean, he's young-ish in those movies, obviously, because they're older, but he's 34 right now, so he was still
He's
like
older
a
than
young
us, yeah.
man. Yeah, but he's just like a cutie pie.
He
He's
is.
literally just a cutie pie, and I think everything about him just like gives me Alex Nilsson vibes. Like he's
Yeah.
got just like a handsome, like a classically handsome face, but he looks a little bit like boyish. So yeah, that's why I picked him.
Okay. I love it.
And next is Beach Read. So for January, I
I almost
cast,
did
a
that.
lot of people love her for this. So I cast Daisy Edgar Jones, and a lot of people agree with this because I kind of did a little bit of research online to see what other people were thinking. But I see it. Like, I think the vision is spot on.
Yeah.
She's 25 years old. She's a Normal People and the War of the Worlds show, like the TV series. But she just like, everything about her is screaming January to me. I think like did January canonically have bangs? Because the bangs are giving January to me.
Yeah, I feel like in my head she did.
Yeah, she's a bangs girly for sure.
Well, you know what's like so funny about you casting her for this movie is that I almost casted Paul Mescal
Oh, as
for
Augustus?
as Gus, yeah.
Yeah, I would say, oh my God. And
Almost.
we know they work well together. So what
Yeah.
if? What if? Well, for Gus, I cast Fabian Frankel.
Oh.
And I actually have not seen House of the Dragon yet, but he is in that
Hate
new
him in that
show.
show, but
Yeah, I'm sure he's an asshole. But he's 29 years old. To me, he's kind of got like the right like look about him. He looks kind of like dark and mysterious. And I
Yeah,
feel
he's
like,
gloomy.
yeah, he's got a gloomy vibe. And Gus, until, you know, January and him like get closer, like she very much thinks he's very closed off.
I mean, he is though,
Yeah.
like
Yeah. So
in general.
I think this man looks very closed off, if you ask me.
He looks very emotionally unavailable.
I feel like if the actors were to ever listen to this, they would be like, their feelings would be hurt by some of the things that we
They've
say.
got to know they present themselves in a certain way.
Yeah, that's how you get typecast, baby.
There you go. That's how you make it in the big city.
Um, Lastly, for book lovers, for Nora, I cast Rebecca Rittenhouse.
Oh,
And
love.
again, this is a fan favorite if you look
Hmm.
online. So she's 35 years old. She's in the Mindy Project, which is a really funny show, Four Weddings and a Funeral, and Maggie. Um, she just like she looks polished. She looks prim, proper.
She looks
Nora.
like she lives and breathes New York.
Yeah, she does. Like she just has one of those faces. You know, like how people are like, you have that face that knows what an iPhone looks like. She has that face that knows what a New York City street sounds like. Like she
Yeah,
just like lives there in my mind. I have
I
no
love
clue where
it.
she lives. But then for Charlie, I cast Penn Badgley.
So good.
So we all know who Penn Badgley is. He's 37. He was in Gossip Girl and You. The reason I chose him is because he's just got like that dickish
Messy.
energy, like that scruffy, messy, like just drinking straight whiskey, hating his life energy.
Yeah,
And I think he's very Charlie coded.
I love it.
Yeah. So that's who I
Charlie
cast.
was my favorite out of all of them.
I do love Charlie.
He's just my favorite character. All right. So I also started with people we meet on vacation. So for Poppy, I chose Haley Lou Richardson, which she is in White Lotus, 5 Feet Apart, and Edge of 17. She is just, I don't know, like when I think of her, I do think of quirky and like goofy, and Poppy
Hmm.
kind of gives off that energy as well. Um,
She's so cute.
she's so cute, but she is a little weirdo, and I love that about her.
So's
Um,
Poppy.
yeah, and so is Poppy. And so I feel like she would like bully you in a way that was like positive,
Yeah.
like kind of how she does to Alex. So,
Yeah.
I think she'd be great. And then I had a really hard time casting
Ooh.
Alex Nilsson. So I chose Jack Quaid, who is in The Hunger Games, The Boys, and Oppenheimer most recently. So I don't know if you know anything about his parents, but
Is his dad Dennis Quaid?
it is Dennis Quaid. And then his mother, she's been in so many freaking rom-coms, dude. She's in like
Okay.
Sleepless in Seattle, and she was in When Harry Met Sally.
Oh, wait, is she
Um,
Meg Ryan?
yeah, it is Meg Ryan.
Oh my God.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I didn't say that.
No,
His mom was Meg Ryan.
so I recognize him from The Boys. I
Yeah.
did not know his name or who his parents
He
were.
looks like a solid mix of both of his parents.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
he does, now
Um,
that you pointed out to me.
And so, yeah, like acting is probably in his genes, I would say. But when I thought of
He's
like
also a
Alex
cutie
Nilsson,
pie.
yeah, like I did not think of him as being like classically handsome. Like
That's
I
so
kind of
fair.
thought of him as being more just like shy, quiet, but like with a good sense of humor type person. And that's what I
Yeah.
think of when I see Jack Quaid.
No, the way you like bring this to my attention is like, yeah, maybe he wouldn't have been like an absolute like
Yeah,
hottie.
he's not like
Like,
a stunner by any means, but like
mhm.
like he's cute.
Oh yeah, he's absolutely a cute and attractive man. I'm not saying that
Yeah.
he's not, but
And
like,
I think he's precious.
yeah,
Okay, so then for Beach Read, I chose Zoe Deutsch as January Andrews.
this is another fan favorite I've seen.
Yes. So it's been a long time since I've read beach read. But I do know like she has like kind of a serious quality to her, but she also
Yes.
like has a very, very good sense of humor. Her inner monologue's hilarious. Zoe Deutsch can kind of do both.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know if you've ever seen Zombieland. She is
No,
so freaking funny in it.
I believe it.
But then she's also recently been in Set It Up, which is a rom-com, and then Why Him, which is with James Franco, who I want to cast in literally everything. Um, but I think she would do a really, really good job at kind of bringing both worlds to the movie there.
Yeah.
And then I chose Logan Lerman
Oh,
as Augustus Everett.
oh my God, I forgot this man existed.
Yeah, because he's like right at the perfect, he's 32 now, which is crazy. And so
That is
obviously he's in
crazy.
Percy Jackson, Perks of Being a Wallflower, Bullet Train. So he kind of has that like starving artist vibe to him.
Yeah. Oh my, he does. He looks like disheveled, but in
Yeah,
a hot way.
I almost casted him as Charlie, but then I was like, no, I think he would be better suited for
He is
Gus.
more of a Gus because I
Um,
think Charlie still has like a bit of a refined quality to him, whereas Gus
yes.
doesn't.
And whereas like Charlie, I think puts off that like studious, like dark academia type vibe. He's really not though. Like he
Mm-hmm.
is like goofy and
Yeah.
silly and just doesn't have
It's
anyone
all
to
an
do
act.
that
It's a
with. Yeah,
front.
it is. Whereas like Gus is that.
Gus is actually a
Yeah,
starving
no,
artist.
he is actually a starving artist. So, yeah, I loved Logan Lerman for that.
That's perfect.
Then for book lovers, I
Oh
actually
my God.
also casted Penn Badgley
It's
as
gotta
Charlie.
happen.
Yeah. I love him and you, obviously, but
Hmm.
also him as Dan in Gossip Girl. He has like the air for drama.
Hmm.
But so Easy A is probably my favorite movie on the face of this earth.
Yeah.
And him as Woodchuck Todd in Easy A brings that like fun side to
Yes.
this too. Like he can do it.
I didn't even consider that when I was casting him, but yeah, Woodchuck Todd is very Charlie.
Yeah.
Like that's Charlie's like inner self that he doesn't show to
Hmm.
anyone except those he's closest to.
Yeah. I think he would kill it as
He
Charlie.
would.
Okay, and so I actually chose Elizabeth Lail as Nora
Ooh.
Stevens, and I thought it was funny because she was also in You.
Uh-huh.
And so you already know they would have like good chemistry because it
Yeah.
was incredible in the first season. She's also been in Five Nights at Freddy's and then Once Upon a Time. But I think she is just like classically beautiful. Again, she is very refined. She kind of fits. I think she's a little younger than what I had pictured for Nora, but I think she would still do a great job.
I think so too. And like to me, it's not like Rebecca Rittenhouse where it like looks like she knows what New York sounds like, but to me it
Yeah.
looks like she knows at least what Chicago sounds like. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Like she's been to a big city before,
She's
I'm
been to a big
sure.
city on vacation.
And if she didn't play Nora, I think she would play her younger sister
Her
really well.
sister. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
So one way or
Oh.
another, we're getting her
Yeah,
in
because
there.
her sister is very like she's a little bit goofier,
Yeah.
less polished. So I could see
So I
that
think that could be
too.
good. The thing that I've been struggling the most with these fan casts is that all of my go-to people are too old now.
Yeah.
Like they're all well into their 40s and
Yeah.
50s.
No, that's
Um,
so true.
and it is a bummer. I was like, how can I sneak Henry into this? But
Oh my God. Henry Cavill.
yeah, yeah, the one and only.
Henry Cavill as Alex Nilsson.
He can, you know what? Just keep him on repeat for every single one of them.
Like that would definitely be the character he would fit the least into, but
Yeah.
they would all be pretty bad.
So, you know the guy that plays oh gosh, what's his name? Matthias in
Hmm. Callahan
Callan
Skogman.
Skogman. Yeah.
Hmm.
So a lot of people kept casting him as Alex Nilsson, and I didn't,
Really?
and I thought that was interesting because I
I
feel like
think
he's
he's like
too
a little
pretty.
too, yeah, he's a little too handsome.
Yeah. I think he'd be
Hmm.
like too built
Yeah, he's like
almost.
a little too much of an Adonis.
He's kind of like a man's man, so not really what we're going for
He's not
here.
really for the girlies.
But
I
you
mean, he
know,
is for
he
the
could be
girlies.
really good in Happy Place,
Mm.
potentially. You
Oh,
know?
I do know. No,
So we'll have to keep that in the back of our
no.
heads.
Oh my God. I'm like blushing.
He could be really good in that.
He could be really good in that. Oh my God. We should have fan cast that as well.
I
Okay,
know.
we will at some point.
Maybe later.
So join us next week as we discuss the third Crescent City novel, House of Flame and Shadow by Sarah J. Maas. We have been waiting to do this one
For
for years
years.
now.
Years,
Um,
Sarah.
yeah, so we're very excited to talk about that.
And then the week after, we're doing my absolute favorite installment, which is Goodreads Bad Reviews for, I think we should do the whole Crescent City
Yeah,
series because I don't think we've done one for all of them.
I'm not sure if we have. We'll have to double check and see if we've done the
Yeah.
first
If we
couple
have,
books or
we'll just do
not.
it for Flame and Shadow. But either way,
Yeah,
it's gonna
the
be
ones for
good.
Flame and Shadow alone would be plenty. I can
I
guarantee
know
it.
that they're just going to be absolutely heinous.
I've seen TikToks, so I'm
Yeah.
sure the Goodreads reviews are worse. But yeah, go ahead, get started on House of Flame and Shadow if you haven't already. It's a little lengthy. We'll talk to you next time, and as always,
Let's get lit.